Compounding interest is what we call the eighth wonder of the world. It either works for you or it works against you. If you're invested over long periods of time in good solid businesses, it works for you. It helps you grow your capital, and the longer that you leave it invested, it should grow exponentially in later years. It works against investors or consumers if they have high levels of debt. That would be compounding interest working against us. Compounding interest is a lot like our personal careers. And I read this on LinkedIn the other day, and we'll kind of put the highlights in the reel on this video. But basically, in investing, as we all know, if you start investing in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and beyond, if you start that habit in place, regardless of how much you invest, obviously the more the better if you can afford it and you have the resources to do it. But when we start early investing, those numbers really start to compound in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. And of course, the most important thing that you can do is never interrupt that compounding, never panic, and never interrupt the compounding by selling good companies. But this influencer or this person on LinkedIn basically cited that our careers are a lot like compounding money. You know, in our 20s and our 30s, we're just trying to figure out our way in our career. We're building our education, we're building our training, we're building our platform, our personal brand. We're doing all these things, and it seems like, just like in compounding money, that there's not a lot happening, kind of like a rocket ship taking off, and it's taking forever to get going. But then in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, if we've invested in our education and our continuing education and resources, our careers really start to blossom, and they compound exponentially, and the revenue and the earnings should, in most cases, compound exponentially, which leads us back to compounding interest. They sort of go hand in hand. So what we're getting at here is, yes, you need to compound your money, but don't forget, a lot of your compounding of your money is going to be coming from the compounding of your career. And those 2 points should coincide at some point in your 40s and set you up very well for having choices later in your life, in your 50s and 60s, of what you want to do, and if you want to work or if you have to work.